Frankie Morgan here from FM Boxing Media. I'm here with Fred Pullen. How you been, Fred?
All good, mate. How's it going?
Yeah, not bad, not bad. So it's one of the first times we properly sat down and had a conversation today. Obviously met you at the Copper Bosch a few weeks ago.
Yeah, of course.
How'd you enjoy that night?
Mate, it was wicked over there. Wicked over there, mate. Oh, you know what? I think Johnny Fisher, he sold it out nice. It was like great atmosphere, especially when he come out.
Yeah.
Mate, unreal.
Hoping to do a bit like that one day for yourself.
Definitely. But we want to go bigger than that as well, though. No offence to John. He smashed it. Fair play, but we want to go next level up.
Where are you thinking? Where in particular?
Everywhere. London Stadium, I'm thinking big stadiums, worldwide.
Thinking 80,000 at Wembley?
90,000.
Listen, you've got to beat Cole Frotch. You can't be letting him have a win there. But other than that, how's your training been going recently?
Yeah, mate, all good. Just cracking on, chipping away every day. Do you know what I mean? It's a bit like Groundhog Day, but yeah. I love it though. Do you know what I mean? I won't change it for the world. Yeah. But it's just, each day just chipping away, getting up. Even when you don't want to do it, you're just getting up, getting in the gym, getting the work done, and then just waking up the next day and doing it all over again. Do you know what I mean? I
know exactly how you feel. Even this morning, I only got here at 11 to see you, but even I'm struggling to get up just to do the interview. So watching you lot train that knackered me myself.
You know what? 11's a lion. 11's a lion.
Yeah, it's a lion for me. But when
normally it's 6:30 out in the cold, especially in the winter. Oh, it's horrible.
Oh, mate, them cold winter runs. I've done a few when I was younger, but there's no way you're seeing me do them. Yeah, that's why I'll stick behind the camera for now. But what have you achieved so far in your boxing?
So far in my boxing career, mate, I've reached 5 national finals. I've boxed for England on multiple occasions. I've won numerous box cups all around the world with England. Gold medals. I've beat Olympians. I've beat world medalists. I've beat European medalists. Yeah, mate. One thing I'm missing is that national title. That's the one thing I'm missing now.
You looking to get that anytime soon?
Definitely, 100%. You can't turn pro without it. Anyway.
That's one of the biggest ones, definitely. So, what's your goals for the amateur game? For the rest of it, is it just a national title, or are you looking for Olympics?
Mate, I want majors. I want medals. Do you know what I mean? You got to build your name first. It's all about the amateur game. It's your apprenticeship. At the end of the day, just traveling around the world, boxing all different types of styles. It's just learning. Like I say, it's your apprenticeship. Do you know what I mean? Without this, it's. I look at it. I've always looked at it like this. You're going out to all these different countries, you're fighting Kazakhs, Indians, all these other nations and styles that you wouldn't normally see. And it's like, I look at it now as I'm going out there, boxing these styles, boxing these different nations, learning that now. So then in 10 years' time, when I'm fighting for a world title, and I come up against a Kazakh or an Indian or whoever, I get in there and it's not a shock. Do you know what I mean? Because I've been there, I've done it before, done it in the amateurs, and I know what to expect almost, or you know how to sort of half deal with it. And it's that's what I say, it's your apprenticeship always.
So what do you reckon the hardest nation is that you've boxed? Who's got the hardest style? Because we know the Ukrainians have got the music and the Lumas.
You know what? Yeah, I'll tell you. You know what? Definitely, Ukrainians. Definitely, from my experience anyway. You know what? It's that relentless pressure, but it's that smart pressure. Like I boxed a kid called Maxim Vlasic about a year ago now, and he was a European silver medalist. And like I just remember, like it was that relentlessness, but it weren't your typical running forward, swinging. It was your relentless pressure, but smart pressure. So he was edging, pulling, but constantly, and it was just headache to deal with. But
sort of like a U6 sort of
performance. Yeah. That's what it was like. It was almost, it just didn't stop coming forward. But he was there, and then he weren't there, and then he was there again, then he weren't there again, and it was just But like you say, you deal with these styles now, and you learn to deal with them now. So then when it comes to fighting for a world title in 10 years' time, you've learned it, you've been there, you've done it.
Exactly that. So as does Kevin Mitchell help with that at all, helping with the pressure? Because I've seen that the training sessions are hard. Done a few when I was younger, but there's no way I'm pushing them nowadays. But see you two working hard, still training very, very hard by the looks of it.
Yeah, mate, always. And it's like when you're in the gym, you're training, you go into these sort of places. Again, it's similar to what I said earlier about the apprenticeship with the pros and the amateurs, but it's like when you're in the gym and you're pushing yourself to these sorts of places here in the gym, when it comes to being in a fight and you go to them sorts of places, again, it's like I've been here before, I know how to deal with this. You can push through and sort of push on, get through it.
100%. All the training's done in the gym, ain't it? The fight's the easy part.
Definitely, mate. Definitely. Train hard, fight easy. That's how it goes, isn't
it? What's the best location you fought at so far, would you say?
Best location I've fought at, as in arena-wise, or as in like just...
so the country, or like the best culture for when you've been there? Who's taken to you the most?
You know what? One of the best countries I've been to was India. boxing out in India, mate. That was unbelievable. Just like such an eye opener as well. Like not even just on the boxing side of things, but outside of the ring when you're going out and you're seeing the place and you're seeing the culture and you're experiencing it. That was just it's got to be hands down number one, definitely. Yeah, Macedonia's up there as well. Though. That was a quite cool place as well.
Yeah. So what was the one in India for?
That was just a training camp.
Training camp.
So it was like a training camp, but it was every day we'd be. I say training camp, but every day we were sparring twice a day. But the spars, they were fights. Yeah, the spars were like fights. We had a referee in the ring. They competition gloves on.
Any judges?
No judges. But they had a crowd in. So pretty much in India, the way it works out is they've got like a palace that was given to them by one of the old kings, and then every Olympic sport in India trains in this one palace. Yeah. So they've got the fencing team, the weightlifting team, the boxing team, the swimming team, the running. Every sport is training out of this one palace. So then, obviously, word gets around the palace that they've got England here and they're having a sort of a spar. So then, when you're in there sparring, it turns into a coliseum. You've got everyone from every sport, all the workers, all the staff, all the other athletes. They're all in this like little gym watching you spar. And they've got a referee in the ring. You've got 10-ounce competition gloves on, and you're sparring like it's a fight. 3 rounds, 3 threes. But the only difference is you've got an egg guard on, and that's it. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, literally like, out there, and it's intense as well. Like. Them boys out there, you think they're fighting, we're all fighting for each other's spot. So they're out there and they're coming for you. If one of them's had a bad spar the next day, or if one of them's had a bad spar in the evening when you're coming back to spar, their mate who's fighting for it, he's coming for you. Do you know what I mean? Because if he proves a point against you, he's getting the spot over the other one. Do you know what I mean? Things like that. So like out there, it's just just tough.
So would you say that's probably some of the hardest rounds you've ever done out there?
Oh, definitely. And you know what as well? I never looked at it as India as a big boxing nation, because when you think of the pros, you don't really think of many Indian pros, but when we got out there, and we sparred the first day, you really realise, like, mate, these lot, they're bang on it. Like, even little things down to when you spar some boys over here or wherever else, you spar with them, and you'll find like a shot that works, and then bang, you've landed, right, that's the shot that works. And every time you throw that shot, then the shot lands. Yeah. Whereas you go out there, you find that bang, that one shot, yes, right, that's sweet. Do it again, and then they've already learned, they've changed it, they've switched what they're doing, and already straight away, bang, you've got to find something new that works. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, so do you reckon that's what we've got to look out for, the Indian boxers in the future? Is that the new
You know what? I don't think a lot of them turn pro though, because a lot of the boys we were sparring, I think one of the boys named Shiva Thapa, like he'd been to London Olympics, Rio Olympics, like they stay amateur for a long time.
Similar to the Cubans.
Yeah, similar to the Cubans. They're like, a lot of them are like 30 odd years of age. They're like men, but they're like well experienced, well rounded. They've been around, they've seen it all. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, exactly. So I don't think a lot of them turn pro, but if they did turn pro, I reckon they'd be a force to be reckoned with anyway. Yeah,
100%. So it's more of a passionate nation than the money. The money don't matter to them. Yeah, they just want to be the best.
Yeah, definitely. And I think as well, I don't think there's much opportunity to turn pro over there. Yeah. I don't think it's the same as England or America in the sense of like you think it's so easy to turn professional in the UK, or it's so easy to turn professional in the US.
Yeah, they might need that. They might need a 1 star just to push on. 100%. Like Niue has for his country.
Yeah, 100%.
Many Asian people coming through.
Definitely.
But what's your plans for going pro? Are you thinking? Have you got any goal in mind, or are you just sticking to?
No, I've always said when the time's right. Do you know what I mean? When the time's right, and I feel as though it's right, that's when we'll turn over. Do you know what I mean? I always say as well, you can put dates to things, and you can say what you like about I'm going to do this by then, I'm going to do this by then. But I always say God's got a plan, and I trust in His plan. And when the time's right, and when it is right, it'll happen. Do you know what I mean? It's the same with anything, because you could say, "Oh, I'm going to do it by this date," and then if you don't do it by that date, it's a bit. Do you know what I mean? You can kill yourself over it. So like I say, I've got all my faith in God and whatever else, and I'm just as it comes. Everything's meant to be. Everything happens for a reason. Do you know what I mean? So when the time's right, like I say, do you know what I mean? We'll turn over then. Yeah,
20 years of age, still got plenty of time. Plenty of learning to do. Can be at the top of your game, but there's still plenty to learn. Yeah,
and it's like we were just talking about then, like. I was saying to someone the other day, I probably never even have even left London if it weren't for boxing. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? I'm seeing countries that I never would have dreamt of singing, or even like going to places that I never would have been able to do myself. Yeah. But because of boxing, it's giving you the opportunities to do these sorts of things, and it's mate, it's eye opening. It's you got to enjoy it whilst it lasts, because I bet if you ask any other amateur who's turned pro now, they'll always say the best days were back then when they're travelling around with the squads and they're having a laugh with the boys.
Yeah, so you've spoke about wanting to sell out stadiums, but then you've also talked about India. So is there anywhere in another country maybe that you'd want to sell out one day?
Mate, listen, you got Vegas, you've got Saudi, Australia even. I'm even thinking like Tokyo, Japan. It's getting big there, like you said earlier with Inoue. Like, mate, worldwide. Like they've got that prize fighter in Japan now as well, haven't they?
Yeah.
So like I say, not even in a big headed way, but I don't want to be fighting Yulko for the rest of my career or nothing against that. But mate, you've got to look at the bigger picture of things, and you got to look at it and think, right, you only go as far as your dream as well. If you're only looking to sell out the Yulko or sell out the copper box, that's all you're gonna do. You know what I mean? But if you got to push on, look for the bigger picture, and that's what we want to be doing anyway, worldwide.
100%. There's no disrespect to Yulko. We've all had some good nights there.
Watching
the boxing. 100%. We all love Yulko. Definitely been good to see you in a good few fights at the first start of your career.
Definitely, mate.
100%. There's no better atmosphere than Yulko Arena, I'll tell you that. But so other than that, is there anything you want to add on? Anything you want to shout out? Or
I just want to say big thank you to my sponsors, MAA Eye Care, XL Waste, you got the Craig Tyler Trust and 12-3 Boxing, and then also all the designer clubber, come to Pullen Collective.
Number one man in the job for
That's it.
Fred, thank you very much.
That's all right.
See you soon. Thank you, mate.